All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to the live stream. Today is actually 4th of February 2026, and we're just like doing live right now. So, voice test, voice test. Can you guys hear me clearly? Sound check. Okay, okay, all right. So, let's just like break down the chart by just like going on the gold. Let's just like start it with the daily time frame. Before that, just like need to remove these all things. So if I can see that, can I just like create a support here? And this can just like close above the previous candle high and don't have a bottom wick as well. Weekly can just like break the low. Now just like continuously pushing upside, very high probability gonna fill this wick. Wow. Okay, so let's just like jump from directly to H4. H4 just like having a support area here, and this is a resistance I can see. But these are two rejections from where market just like dropped down like a second crash happened, and it just like went almost like more than 6,000 or 8,000 pips, 7,000 pips. So let's jump from H4 to H1. H4 actually, you know what, close with a small body, and if there's like a volume and if the candle break above this high, this could be the first range like 200 pips, and if there's like a lot of volume then it could tap to 5300. So for that I just like need to jump from H4 to H1. Let's see a more better picture. So here you go, H1 just like having a resistance area, and this is our support. We are having the current support and a resistance, and jumping from H1 to M30. M30, man, this candle just like close above the previous candle high. Ooh, but it just like don't have a upper wick. It just like don't have a upper wick here. Wow, that's great actually. You know what, is the candle going to be break above this high, impulse entry makes sense, but we are just like heading towards a psychological number of 5100, man. 5100, it could be, should have to be cautious about this thing, but depending on the volume I think so it could continuously pushing upside. So let's see, let me just like look at on the left hand side. Yeah, look at this one above this area. This is a place from where it just like already rejected 5110, and it is like a lot of volume, it could tap to 5135 or 40, something like that. Yeah, I'm just like looking for the looking at the chat, but just like give me some minute. Let me just like do adjust my analysis here. So even on a 50-minute time frame, if a candle going to break below this low, it could be the risky one. This low, then again, like I would say, risky one. Lot of rejections. I think so. Sales only make sense if we just like going to be break and close below this support area. Oh. I think so. It will be better to take the support of 30-minute time frame. When smaller time frame just like not giving you clean direction, then just like need to look at 30-minute time frame, because on a 30-minute time frame, if I'm just like going to break above this high, there's a probability that it will continuously pushing to the upside, and at the same time if it's going to break and close below this support, this is the wick we could fill first, and then the next one, this one. So clean traffic on the 30-minute time frame. So right now this is a situation when I just like need to stick with a 30-minute time frame, but I can use a 50-minute time frame as a confirmation. But for analysis, I think so 30 minutes makes sense. 100%. Here we go. So let's see. So looking at the chats, okay. Just we're seeing, just like let me just look at this one. Oh, just wait, bro. The candle just like don't have upper wick and volume just like in a normal condition. So it's a 50-50% probability. Yeah. Niaz Khan, let me see this one. Niaz Khan, what is this? Today, Wednesday, I took a trade during the pre-London session at 1:47 a.m. and secured 78 pips profit. The setup was based on higher time frame confirmation. The H4 bearish candle converted into a bullish structure, and the H1 showed strong rejection from the downside. M30 for the enter. No upper wick, which suggested roughly a 50% probability of continuation. But yeah, that makes sense. But it's also just like sitting right in the middle of the range. Just like need to understand this thing more. Like it's just like I would say it's a good trade. The candle just like close above the resistance. The candle just like even don't have a upper wick. The second thing that it also just like fill most of the 50% of the range of this complete range. It's the middle of the range. So it could be become risky for the next time if you're just like going to be attempt these things every time. So I would say less probability. But if this candle just like close nearby somewhere here and then it's gonna create a wick and break above the high, then it will be a more uh, perfect scenario for the execution. So you know what, it's just like a risky because the candle just like don't have upper wick as well, and it's just like also fill 50% of the range of this complete range. So volume just like help you out here, but could be risky one. Kessel, are you withdrawing money from this account or just trying to grow it? I'm just like keeping it like on a 5,000. I'm just like not like I can't not like make it into towards like I can't show actually a bigger amount to be honest. So that's why just like continuously withdrawing money from. Let me see how much money I have just like withdraw from this account overall. Uh, yeah, just like standing at 3,300 profit, and I withdraw somehow this $180, $182, and what is this? This is a $1,800, almost 1,850. Then 1,642, and this 350, 624, and 1,000. Yeah. So I almost withdraw my complete profit, and again it's just like standing in a profit right now for current month. I think so. I just like few days it's like happen. Oh, just like standing with the 5% in profit. Yeah, just like in 3 days, just like sitting with the 5% profit again. Yeah, it's just like going on right now. Fab is just like 5% profit on this account actually. Hmm. Interesting. So let's see. Let's see. I'm just like waiting for this candle to be closed, and I think so. Just like close. Yes, it's just like close here. You know what? Just like close here. So if I'm just like going to be execute somewhere here, it could be a bigger stop loss. So for bigger stop loss, what I should do? Took an impulse buy based on 1 hour price move, 60 pips in profits, and stop me out at break even. Hmm. Makes sense. Makes sense. So took trade once current candle broke its own high after creating a wick. Actually, if a candle just like going to be create a wick and then it's like gonna break above this high, this is a probability that it could continuously pushing to the upside. You know what? The previous candle just like still have a long rejection going to be break above this high. The only thing I just like need to worried about that is actually, can I even explain? What is the thing I'm just like need to be worried about? Okay, so I guess you must be a seven-figure trader. I am a eight-figure, nine-figure, ten-figure trader. So do you? I don't know why this just like don't only interested in my money. Focus on yourself. Yes, but do you ever have any issue when you withdraw money to Pakistan bank account? I never ever withdraw into my bank account. I just like always use crypto actually. Yeah, my account just like got blocked and just like need to be worried about if you are in a Pakistan, just like use crypto. That is the best way. And just like do transaction of a crypto with your personal dealers. I'm just like thinking about to start my own exchange in here in Pakistan. So people will just like can go with the trust. But I just like need crypto to be legal first in the Pakistan. Then I'm just like have a plan to start exchange here. Let's see. So stop loss, no. Wow, someone just like telling me you are not taking this trade because of the stop loss. So only 50 minutes left for the London Open. This is something John just like get here. Yeah, there's just like few minutes left for the opening of London session. I just like don't have a good actually experience when I'm just like going to be execute on a trade when there's just like few minutes left for opening of some session. Sir, can you analysis the 1 hour time frame? Why I just like need to analysis the 1 hour time frame? Why I just like need to do that? Look at the smaller time frame, just like aligning with the 1 hour time frame. So all I need this candle to create a week and break above this high, so I can continuously pushing to the upside towards like 5110, something like that, or 5100. Should be cautious about 5100. It's a psychological number, so just like need to be cautious about that one. I think so. It will be better if I just like going to be wait for the candle to be close. So that could be a better idea. But let's see. Right now, just like not showing me a strong volume in it. M30 just like flipping to the upside like a snail. M15 moving in a very slow mode. So on the 1 hour there is a good setup. On a 1 hour you just like already manage the risk, buddy. If you just like break above this high, then why this can just like come down to break the low and you just like manage the risk there. So I think so. Let it break above its own high, number one. Or if it's 1 hour going to break its own high, it's gonna be break above this current candle high and it's gonna be break above this 15-minute resistance area. So let's see. So YouTube, so I took that entry but stop out. Okay, London Open. Yes, we have wick to the left hand side and 5100. Yes, you know what? Last second crash just like appeared right on 5140, 4540, something like that. So between 40, 5140 or 51, 5150, you know what? I believe that if it's like a break and close above 5150, then there's a probability we can continuously going to the upside again for the bullish trend. Unless we just like remain below like 5150, there's a probability we could be like leg down again once more. And also we just like heading towards like on a Thursday and a Friday. Let's see. We have a week to left hand side 5100. Yes, but just like let's see how the London Open just like going to be worked out there. How are you doing? I'm good, great. Anyone getting FOMO these days of not getting 60, 70 pips? No one. Here in our community, no one just like ever getting into FOMO actually. They just like wait for the proper structure to be formed, and once everything just like align, then they just like jump into it. That's it. Why don't you vlog like Raja Bhai? It's my personal life, so I do what I just like feel comfortable with. If I if i just like get interest in vlogging, then we'll start it, but not yet. Not have any plan like that. Focusing on myself, focusing on my education, a lot of things I just like need to do actually. I'm not a super rich person, man. I'm just like struggling right now. How many days it will take you to pass the funded account? What? Oh, maximum. I remember the maximum or the fastest account I have just like passed. That was just like 8 minutes. That was like 8 minutes, passed in 8 minutes. And some I remember there was a company who just like gifted me that account to show me their rules, and I just like passed it because it's a free account. So I just like passed it in 8 minutes. And then just look, it was like a $5,000 account and took a withdrawal of $700 from it. They just like never offer me any kind of funded account. So there's just like 7 minutes left for this scanner to be closed, and I'm just like waiting for this one, just like waiting. Yeah, look at this rejection to the downside, man. Nothing clear to take a sell somewhere here. Buys make sense above this area. Yes, buys make sense. And if you know what, this scanner is just like going to be close above this area. This is the wick we could tap here. I think so, yeah. 5110. Yeah. It's just like breaking above its own high, 200 pips. Let's see. And there's just like more than 120 people just like watching, and I'm just like having just like 20 likes. Very nice. Very nice. So Raja bro just like flew to Bangkok now, and I'm just like gonna do the streams only. How many days? Okay, bro, please taught me how fix scale. Just like right click on your chart, go to your properties, just like here, click scale fix, enter your position, and that's it. You know what? I don't know why, but I'm just like getting a feeling if it's like going to break above this high, I should give my trade a chance. Just like breaking above the high, I feel that with the opening of, yeah, let's do it. I cannot take bigger risk here because it's just like a so risky one now. H1 just like break above its own high. M30 to just like break above its own high. Oh, look at this rejection, man. That's why I just like always try to be worried about when there's just like few minutes left for the candle to be closed. Let me see how I can manage this one. Should not be react like that. Hmm. It should break above the high, and then it should continuously pushing upside. Yeah, I think so. It will be better if I just like wait for the candle to be closed. What do you think? So I think so. Look at the spreads right now. Let me see this one. I'm 5 minutes just like closed here. The last 5 minutes is just like could be risky one. So if it, you know what, if it just like rotates 50% of this current candle, I'm just like gonna close this one. It's a risky trade, I think so. I have just like took, but I just like expecting that with the volume it could continuously pushing upside. But if it just like come into within the range, so I just like need to manage my risk. We'll see. So yeah, just like need to look at this 5 minute time frame actually. You know what? Yeah, I'm just like closing it. I'm closing it. I'm not interested in it. I will wait for the candle. Doesn't matter if it's just like going to the upside. The way it just like stopped here. I don't like it. I don't like. I just like went out with the break even. Actually, I don't like it. I would like to wait for this candle to be closed. I don't like the way it's just like moving right now. I will wait for this candle to be closed. So why I just like close this position at the break even? I executed a trade depending on the volume that it will like break above this high and then it should be keep pushing to the upside. But the way it just like stopped here, the way it just like not showing me the movement how I would like to see in the candle. So I just like get out at the break even. So now how I could give my trade a chance. I will wait for this candle to be closed. There's just like 3 minutes left for the candle to be closed. So I think so it will be more better idea if I just like wait for the candle to be closed. And with the next candle create a week and break above the high so I can give my trade a chance there. So let's see. I'm just like not interested in it. Just 3 minutes or 2 minutes left for the candle to be closed. And anything could if there's like a 10 minutes left or I would say like some few minutes left for the candle to be closed, then definitely I will try to hold on with this one. But when there's just like few minutes left, and if it's just like breaking above the high in the last few minutes, then there's no business of the candle to react like that the way it's just like reacting right now. So that's why I just like get out at a break even. So there's just like 2 minutes. Oh, wow, look at this one. What a decision I have just like took here. So I will wait for this candle to be closed, and then we'll see if I can give my trade a chance if I just like got a confirmation candle there. So if 30-minute candle close with a small body can expect impulse entry. Let's see. Let's just like wait one more minute. There's just like 1 minute left for this candle to be closed. If it just like wanted to continuously pushing to the upside, it should have to be close above this resistance area. The next candle should create a wick, and then we just like going to be use like a opening of London volume to go in our favor. So there's a probability, but I think so. Just like need to wait for this candle to be closed. That will be best idea. So upper wick or lower wick? What do you mean by upper wick or lower wick? Vlog would be good, sir. Let's see. In my journal, whenever I have taken trades before 50-minute out, 10 trades and 7 will lose. Only 3 would be profit in an average before opening of some session. So sticking with the long-term rule, yeah, exactly. Is a better idea, yes, brother. If the current candle close above the resistance in this scenario, dynamic risk would be better. We'll see. Look at this one. If it just like close with a strong body, then it makes sense for dynamic risk. But look at the rejection right now. It's just like not showing me volume actually. Just want to know your thought on this. Dynamic risk actually, if this candle just like showing some strong volume, then makes sense. But I don't think so. I think so just like need to wait for this candle to be closed and just like go with the normal execution like candle create a wick and break above the high, so that makes sense. Look at this one, man. Wow, that's a great decision to exit at a break even. Wow, look at this one now, just like rejected with a long injection wick, and this 30-minute candle just like closed in a bearish form. H1 just like closed in a bullish form, created a high, broke and close above somewhere here. M30 created a resistance. M15 just like created a resistance. This M15 just like having a bigger body. But if a candle just like going to break above this high, so there's a probability we're gonna tap to 5110 by depending on the volume. But previous candle just like clearly showing nothing in it. So wow, look at this one. Now just like pushing to the upside. So once it's like going to break above this high now, as an impulse entry depending on the 30-minute time frame, I think this makes sense. But why it just like stopped here every time? Man, it's just like breaking above the high in the first minute. I don't like it actually, you know what? I actually don't like it. Just like break above the high in the first 1 minute. I don't like it. I don't like this price action. The way this can just like rejected in the last minute, and this breaking above the high in the first minute. I really don't like this price action. I would like to see this candle, at least a 50-minute candle should have to be close above the resistance to take a buy. Small lower wick, it's not about the lower wick, it's just like break above the high in the first 1 minute or 2 minute. And look at this one. If there's like a volume and market should move smoothly, then if once it just like break above the high, then it should not be react like that. It should be continuously pushing upside. But it just like broke above the high in the first 1 minute, and previously candle with the previously candle, it just like rejected and closed back into the range in the last minute. This one. So I think so. It will be better to wait for this candle to be close above the resistance. Then I'm just like gonna give my trade a chance. Then rather than that, I'm just like need to wait here. Focus on 30 minutes small wick, small lower wick. No, just like looking at 30-minute even, but breaking above the high in the first minute. So let's see if now if it's just like come down and break its own high, then I'm gonna give my trade a chance. If I just like wanted to go as an impulse entry. Wow, look at the rejection. So again, one, secure money. Second, just like secure money actually. So it's mean with the education, with the proper education, if you start securing your money by reading the candles, so you just like I would say didn't like become a part of your of a losing trade here by just reading the candle. So it's also I would say a winning situation right now. See this one? Twice we just like secure our money. Twice. Wow, look at the rejection. Breaking above the high in the first 1 to 2 minutes. So we just like need to understand the scenarios here. Just like need to make or create some kind of like a combination between all time frames. So now it's just like breaking below this low, there's a probability it could continuously push it to the downside. On a 50-minute time frame, you know what? On a 50-minute time frame, if we're just like going to break below this low, it could be a 120 pip range. Look at the rejection. I wanted to take a sell here actually. Should I? Should I? Should I? It's just like 100 pip. With a 100 pip and with a 50 pip, 60 pip stop loss. I think it makes sense. The way it just like rejected, but you know what? It's pushing to the downside. Do you know what? If you just like use your senses, so you will understand it was a good opportunity. The way candle just like break above the high, then there is no business of the candle to break its own low. On a 30-minute time frame, it just like broke its own low. On a 50-minute time frame, it just like broke below this support area. Just like created a support, and after creating a wick, it break the low of this support area to fill this wick. But you know what? I just like try to avoid this range. I would like to see a candle. Let me just like make things simple for you so you just like never get trapped into this kind of situation. So number one scenario, this is a situation when you just like need to be relaxed. No need to get into FOMO. It's opening of London. It should not be react like that if there's like a volume. So I would like to take a buy if a candle going to be close above this resistance area, and this makes sense for me to take a buy. All right. And for sells, I'm not gonna take sell here, here, anywhere. No way. I'm not gonna take any sells here. For sells, I only wanted to see a candle should have to be close below this support area, and then with the next candle, I would like to take a sell, clean traffic, tradable range, volume time. Yeah, each and everything should be aligned with each other. So I just like need to keep my things simple. No need to get into FOMO. Just like secure my position twice here. Number one, number two. So I just like if I just like using my common sense to by understanding the way how the candle just like moving there. Why not to keep it simple, like break above this candle high, this resistance, current resistance high, that makes sense to take a buy, and break and close below this support area, that makes sense to take a sell. Simple. Just now keep your things simple. Get out of any mess. If you are, if anything just like running in your mind, get out of that mess. So I'm just like not gonna fight with this range. Doesn't matter it's a 400 pips or a 600 pips, but I just like not gonna fight with this range. And this is, I think so, today is the day when I just like need to stick with the 30-minute time frame as well. So now breaking the high will be a good buy. Suki, no bro, just like break up of the high in the first 1 minute. Actually, it doesn't make sense. So will the 66-second rule reset once we get funded? I don't know. Just like need to talk the team. Don't you think so? Rajabai has his own broker, so he can manipulate profits. Oh man. Uh, focus on yourself, buddy. Just like focus on yourself. You know what I am doing is just like totally. I just like learn from him. If I can earn money, then he just like can make dozen of money than me easily. The still I feel that what his eyes just like can see on the chart, I can't see that thing on the chart. So he just like spent 10 years in this industry, 10 years, and with a proper structure, I would say, education, business, trading, each and everything was were there actually. He just like go through with the storms and these all things actually. So I don't think so you should have any doubt on it. But it's your opinion what I could do. But in my view, he is just like a boss. No one can beat him. Okay, now just like pushing to the upside. Now just like pushing to the upside. Let's see if I can just like going to be close above this resistance area so I can give my trade a chance. डायनामिक एंट्री मेक सेंस नो भाई, इतना बड़ा ट्रेडर है, लाइक्स की क्यों टेंशन लेता है? अच्छा जी, तो फिर आप ही कर दे लाइक्स। बिजनेस ग्रो करना चाहिए, फ्री में बैठे हो यहाँ पे, लाइक नहीं तुमसे होता है। इतने बड़े तुम भी नहीं हो, इतना बड़ा मैं भी नहीं हूँ, दोनों मिलके चलाते हैं, ऐसा करते हैं एक दूसरे को। ठीक है ना? चलो जाके सबको बताओ कि कैसे भाई लाइव स्ट्रीम फ्री में स्ट्रीम करते हैं। यहाँ पे लोग 138 40 50 हज़ार रुपये दे के बैठे हैं और तुम यहाँ पे फ्री बैठे हो और मुझे कह रहे हो लाइक की टेंशन क्यों लेता है? सो जब मैंने स्ट्रीम क्लोज कर देनी है ना, करना बंद कर देनी है, तो तब तुमने कहना यार स्ट्रीम नहीं करता है, हैं? He trades live, really a stupid question. Yeah. I enter dynamic entry. Oh, someone just like entered a dynamic entry here. I also close break even, don't like this move. Yeah, 30 multiples. Why? If current candle breaks is high again, entry makes sense. No, just like going to be wait for this candle to be close above the resistance to take a buy. I recently joined this university yesterday. I received message from two ID of Raja Bhai. How I can verify which ID is from Raja Bhai? None of them. You know what? Raja and I would never ever message anyone. Never ever. So if someone is like messaging you, must be fake. Uh, waiting for a 15-minute to close bullish and take buys. Yes. Let's see. I just like need to see a candle should have to be close above this resistance area. Now look at this one. Just like need to understand the structure here. Rejection candle close with no upper wick. Rejection means, what does it mean of rejection? Like market could not sustain its pressure and come back and close in a bearish form. What is the meaning of candle just like close with no upper wick? Like this candle just like not showing range in it, so could not sustain its pressure, though it just didn't went up. Why this candle just like close in a bearish form? Because the market just like can't have buyers there, so could not just like sustain its pressure, so went down and closed in a bearish form. Why this can just like reject after breaking above the high and close within the range? Because there was just like no buyers, same area in this area, there was just like no buyers were there. So high I can execute. Why this just like didn't execute in the first 1 minute? Because it's just like break above in the first 1 minute. So it doesn't make sense to execute here. Look at this one, it's just like again came back in a bearish form. So these all candles will just like, you know what, it's just like talking with you. You can read it read it. And in the same way, if a single candle close bullish above this area with a proper candle, and the next candle create a wick break above the high, this is the opportunity you can grab for the buys. Till right now, for the sells, even if I just like wanted to take a sells, even with the sells, I can't see clean traffic, clean structure on the left hand side. We just like need a lot of volume to continuously pushing to downside. So right now, just like doing consolidation, it's just like could not have a pressure for the buyers. It's just like even don't have a pressure for the sellers. So it's just like fighting with each other. So someone just like have to be win here, and if buyers wanted to win, they just like need a candle which should be close above this resistance area. And if sellers wanted to just like become a winner here, they just like have to be close, a candle should be below this support area. So let's see who's just like gonna win today and who is just like go nearby to winning this trade. I'm just like gonna go with them, rather it's just like buyers or sellers. Make sense? Yeah. I figured also someone also messaged me protecting Raja. No, Raja will never do ever message to anyone. You no need to do message to anyone. We never ever ask you for the investment. We never ever ask you to provide you signal. We never ever even ask you anything. And if you just like wanted to interact with us, this is the live stream you guys are having with you. So how I can content here with Raja Bhai if I have any issue and question? You have a Chris here. This is a person Chris in a MFU. You can, if you have any issues, if you have any like a problem with the Discord or Hope, you can mention Chris, and he just like gonna help you out. He's just like a moderator and admin here actually. So just like, wow. If current candle breaks is high again, entry makes sense, right? No, should have to be break and close above the resistance. I already explained it in a very very good way, I would say. I just like explained it. So 50-minute candle just like about to be closed, and this 50-minute candle just like going to be closed within few seconds. So yeah, let's see. You are right, bro. Okay, yeah. If the current candle break and close below M15 support, does it make sense? You know what? It makes sense. You know what? It makes sense. As this candle is like going to be close here. But you know what? We have a lot of rejection here on the left hand side. So here we just like need to depend on the volume to continuously pushing up. Only, you know what, only there's like no clean traffic, there's like no tradable range, there's like I can't see strong volume there even. So if I'm just like wanted to take a sell, as this scanner going to be create a wick and break below this low, and I wanted to be a part of a sell, I just like need a huge volume, like a huge volume which just like which just like ignore this whole rejection, and then just like continuously pushing to the downside. This is something could help me out in this situation. Only volume. Only volume could be a weapon to go through these old rejections. And you know what? To be honest, I can't see that one till right now. It's just like moving smoothly and slowly, breaking above high, breaking the low, high, low. It's just like doing something like that, like that. So just like need to wait here. Right now, the best opportunity could be because we are nearby the resistance. So the best opportunity could be if a candle just like going to be close above this resistance area for the continuation. And for sales, I think so it would be better. For me, I don't know about other perspective, but for with my perspective, I think so it will be better if I just like wait for the candle to be close below this support. So that gonna be make sense to me. Because if it's just like rejecting from the upside, showing you no bias there, it also just like rejecting from the downside as well. So it's a no trade zone. If it's a 400 pip range, pretend it as a 40 pip range and wait for the closure. Wait for the closure. Yeah. If the current candle break and close, okay, support. What? M15 support. Does it make sense? No, I just like already answered. I have also been a student of Raja Banks, but by logically, बात एक ही है in this industry the proper people are less and I don't think he is a proper guy. यार यहाँ पे कर क्या रहे हो आप? मुझे समझ नहीं आ रही. कौन है प्रॉपर गाय? किसकी बात कर रहे हो? You are talking about Raja, bro. That he's just like not a proper guy. What the hell you're just like doing right now on my stream actually? Mr. Tico Shorts, let me short you from my stream. Hi Kaz, just Goon. How buddy? Uh where is your cat today? It's just like calling me from outside the room that I just he just like want me to open the door actually. I can hear the voices. Both are just like sitting outside the room actually. They want me to let them in. So just joined. Did you take any trade? Yeah, just like took one trade, but just like close it due to less volume in the market at a break even actually. Just like didn't make any money and didn't lose any money actually. Bro, you are doing a good job. Keep live streams going on for London and NY, please. Yeah, buddy. I'm just like trying my best. Let's see. Okay, so you look at this one. If there's like a volume, if you just like wanted to pushing to the downside, it should not be retraced this much and should break this low. And so only volume will help me out. But I can't see volume here. Can't see volume. So right now we are sitting nearby the resistance. So that's why I'm just like thinking only for the buys here. And for that I just like need a candle to be close above this resistance area. There's just like 12 minutes left for this candle to be close. And I would like to see a 30-minute candle should have to be close above this resistance area so I could give my trade a chance. Let's see. So yeah, what the hell are people doing here if they don't like Raja? Raja is right when people look for someone to earn good money and they think it's fake. Yeah, what we can do about them? They just like never even use their common sense. That's why they're just like sitting low in their life. And I think so. He just like always said a perfect word for them. They are retard persons. If candle close above, so where we put our SL below the last candle or in the middle. Let's see. Let's see how bigger size is just like gonna offer us. So then we'll take a decision. There's just like still few minutes left for this candle to be closed, like 10 minutes left for this candle to be closed. And once a candle close above this resistance area, the first target could be 5100, and if there's like a lot of volume then it could be tap to 5110. I think so that makes sense. The way just like reacting right now, you know what? I will definitely come back to NY session. I think so. NY will bring some kind of a great moves today. Let's see. Who knows? But we'll see. So yeah, it is the mindset of loser. They hate the rich guys. Yeah, they never ever try to learn that how they become rich. They just like start hating them because they can't do these kind of things in their own life. So they start throwing hate on others. We have ADP in NY. Oh yeah, I remember that we are having ADP. ADP. So do we have tomorrow NFP? Oh no, there's no NFP tomorrow. Am I right? Thursday. No, there's no NFP. And we also just like got a partial shutdown of our government actually. Friday NFP. No, there's no like any NFP on a Friday as well. Nothing like that. They just like partially start shut down the government actually. So might be we're not gonna get the NFP. No, there's no NFP on a Friday. What you mostly use strategy for SL overall, Mr. Jat Saab? It's all depend on the structure I'm facing there. Nothing just like confirm or just like I just like need to stick with actually. Different structure, different scenarios having different stop losses, different risk management with it. And to get a proper grip on this thing, you just like need to go through the whole data in the hope actually. Just like watch the videos at least like 3 times, so you will start understanding. Just like go with the risk management thing first. Your risk management session will clear your stop losses, that where in which situation where you should need to be place your stop losses there. So what I check on Monday, there was NFP. Yeah, but now no NFP. Yeah, because I think so. They just like partially shut down the government of US. That's why. That's why they're just like not going to be offer any numbers. I just wanted to know your thought process. How do you approach the market on the first and the last week of the month by just like going with low risk? Like you would avoid taking impulse entry, or it depends volume. Could you share your thoughts on this? So when I'm just like heading towards like at the end of the month or at the end of the week, like on a Friday, so I just like definitely try to avoid impulse entry, try to stick with the higher probability structures and using a lower lot sizes or low risks to keep my profits with me. If I just like really wanted to withdraw it because it doesn't make sense if I just like make money for the whole month or for the whole week and I just like lose that complete money at the end of the week or at the end of end of the month. It doesn't make sense. Why not to take it? Once you just like start withdrawing this money, you will start building your confidence, and so chunk by chunk you will start growing. Yesterday whole NY session was consolidation. Okay, I just like didn't saw that. I was just like out with my family actually. Sir, do you know Jeffrey Epstein, the file you were talking about? Yeah, it's just like everyone knows about this thing, but I don't wanted to discuss on this thing because these things are going on from a long time when there was just like even no Trump in this world actually. The market maker you cannot. I will just like say in a very simple word. Do you guys just like watch the season of the Squid Game? Anyone of you just like watch the Squid Game? If anyone of you just like watch the Squid Game season, then definitely you will understand how the rich people, the market makers, just like entertain themselves, and that's a reality. I think so. That's a reality. So, learn SSC from your live stream, and now I'm clear funding with phase one and up with 1.5% on phase two. Wow, thanks for sharing knowledge for free. It means a lot for me. Wow, man, very nice, very nice, and congratulations to you, buddy. Squid Game was pretty good. Yes, just like don't. I'm not talking about what just like going on in the season. I'm just like talking about what was the purpose of that season, what they're just like trying to explain in it. And if someone just like got the answer, they will understand what just like gonna happen with these files actually, these Epstein files. At the end, they just like sitting into their planes, into their helicopters, and just like flew. No one can quote them. I purchased a 7,500 instant funded account yesterday. Please give me some tips on how to achieve this. 7 profitable days. How much risk should I use and what thing? If you just like never knew these all things, how? Why you just like Shajil? Why you just like buy that account? If you just like never knew about what risk I should be take there, there's a higher probability you just like gonna lose that one. I just like don't wanted to say this one, but you just like don't even knew what loads are you should need to use there, how you just like achieve 7 profitable days, how much risk you should take there. If you just like never knew these things, why you just like buy this account? What was the reason behind that? The more best way you should have to be put real money into your capital, and then try to flip it like again on that account like 50% or 60% and prove yourself that you are a good trader. Then just like go for a pro from account. But if it's still, just like go with zero point 0.5 or 1% maximum, I would say, not more than that. Now you just like need to like work on your psychology as well. So are you celebrating Basant? Yeah, we just like fully preparing for that. You know what, I just like spend, to be honest, a lot of money to to enjoy this like this event actually here in Pakistan, here in Lahore, where I'm just like living. In my teenage, I would say, I was used to like fly kites a lot actually. I mostly just like spending my time on the roof. So now it's just like not like that, but I'm just like wanted to feel my childhood days actually. So just like I just like called all the family around me, like I just like build a proper structure on my roof, and we just like having a lot of things to do actually. It's a 3 day event, and for the whole 3 days I'm just like having 5 invitations, and just like need to go there as well, and just like having many people to come to me actually. So it will be just like very joyful, or I would say having like a lot of fun during these days. Let's see. Sir, can you give me a suggestion? I want to buy funded account. Which account will be good, 50K or 100K? Jets up. Just like buy a account which is like never, like if you just like lose that account, and it just like never impact on your psychology. That's it. Doesn't matter you are having a money for the 50K or 100K. Just like put the money, which just like easy for you to lose actually. So then just like buy an account, and just like yeah, that's it. Doesn't look like there is a volume anymore. Yeah, I can't see volume, to be honest. Yeah, I should go and come back again, Cass. Yeah, just like try to come back during the NY if you just like wanted to leave this session. I'm just like waiting for one single candle to be closed above the resistance. Now the 30 minutes just like about to be closed again. It's just like going to be closed with a small body. Look at this one, small body, 30 minute H1 M30. Yes, now it's just like drop the volume here. Let's see if we could break above this whole rejection high. For the impulse entry, you know what? For the impulse entry, in this situation, candle should have to be break above this whole rejection high with the volume. Again, depending on the volume, it should continuously pushing up. And rather than that, the second option you are having, like the candle should have to be close above the resistance, and then you can go for the buys. Yeah, I am risking 0.5% per day. Yeah, that's great. Just stick with it. Stick with the rule. Wow, look at this one. Nothing, just like consolidation going on. Can't see anything. All right. So volume is back. 1 minute it move 100 pips. No, it's just like nothing, buddy. Nothing on the chart. Just like need to wait here more. Let's see. Let's see. I just like need a single 30-minute candle should have to be close above the resistance. So that makes sense. Even this candle just like close below this support area. This previous small body candle. Actually, there is no business of this candle to break this low. If it's just like having clean traffic on the left hand side, so this also makes sense to take a sell actually by placing stop loss here and stop TP could be somewhere here. But you know what? It still have no clean traffic on the left hand side. Even it just like broke this low. This is the rejection. This is a rejection. This is a support. This is a rejection. This is a support. This is a rejection. This is a support. So still we just like need a lot of volume here to continuously pushing to the downside. Rather than that, I can't see anything till right now. Just like it's just like doing consolidation. Yeah, and you just like getting 100 pip SL. Just like load the load. So that is the only solution these days. Take it as a 10 pips. Take it as a 10 pip stop loss and place your TP like 20 pips here. So just like need to dope the market conditions here. Yeah, we can just like can't fight with it. We cannot attach our emotions with it. So just like adopt the market. However, just like giving the opportunity because as you just like remember Raja Bro just like telling that these days one lot just like not gonna work on the in the same way. If you're using a one lot, 5,000 loss or a $10,000 loss could be easy with one lot. Even we were just like before we were just like even using like even I was using sometime one lot on a $5,000 account, but now it's not like that. It's not gonna work like that. It just like can easily blow the account. So just like need to lower the load size if you want it to be a part of some structure. So just like nothing, just like waiting here to show me some volume above this area or below this low. That's it. That's all I just like need here to participate into any trade. Yeah, just like need to wait. चलो तस्वीर भेजता है तो फिर देखते हैं। बाकी ये बात कोई नहीं है कि जी बस मिल रहा है बड़ी कीमत है, वो तो मेरे पास 10,000 ऑप्शन है। मेरे बहुत सारे यार दोस्त हैं जो ये कर रहे हैं, लेकिन बात है कि अच्छी चीज़ हमें मिलेगी तो हम पैसे भी खर्च लेंगे, लेकिन चीज़ ही नहीं अच्छी मिलेगी तो क्या करेंगे। और ओवर पैसे भी हमने नहीं खर्च ये भी हकीकत है। तस्वीर भेजता है तो देख लेते हैं, कोई जल्दबाजी नहीं, कोई मसला नहीं है। मिलेगी ठीक है, नहीं मिले तो और बहुत सारी ऑप्शन हैं। इसको बोलो तस्वीर भेज दे, समझ आएगी तो मैं आपको पैसे ट्रांसफ़र कर दूँगा, आते हुए लेते आना, या मेरे साथ जाना होगा मेरे साथ चला जाइए, जैसे भी लगे आपको, ठीक है। Okay, so uh, consolidation maybe NY will have trade again. We'll see. मुझे भी बुला ले पसंद के लिए उस्ताद जी, क्या नहीं समझ आ रहे या someone just like trying to selling me some cards, but it's just like having low quality. So that's why I just like told him I'm just like not taking this one. I can give you much money, but I just like need a good quality actually. क्वालिटी नहीं मिलती, पुरना बंदा खा गया आपका, व्हाट इज दिस पुरना, आई कांट अंडरस्टैंड दिस। I have 100K funded account phase one, so can you give me any suggestion for risk management and how many days it will take to pass? You know what, man, it's all depend on the structure of the market, the like the things you just like getting on the charts. If there's like a clean moves, if there's like a lot of volume in the market there, and you are having good risk management with you, if you are having a good execution, so you can pass it even it in few days, like 2 days 3 days, I think so. But if market just like stuck somewhere like to right now, if you just like wanted to play with this range what's just like going on right now, you can lose this account in one day. So you just like need to wait for the proper structure, just like need to depend on the volume, need to decide, just like build up before buying any account. Let me explain you guys. Whenever you just like going to make a plan that I'm just like gonna buy 100K or 200K any funded account, before buying it, just like before that make a plan how much risk you just like gonna take on that account, when on what days you just like gonna hold your trades, how you just like use a low load size, when you just like need to go with a high load size, just like build a proper structure there, and then just like execute with a plan. Don't do this thing that first you just like going to buy something and now you are thinking how I can use it. So don't do this thing. So just like I would say, just like stick with 1% risk. These days 1% is like more than enough, I would say. These days easily you can, if you are a good trader, or your execution is just like in a good manner, your risk management just like you are having like a proper grip on your risk management. So if you just like taking 1% risk, like you losing 1% risk, but once market just like start going in your favor, it's easy for you to grab 2% risk there, like 2% profit there. So with 1% you can easily these days, when there's like a huge volume with a proper structure, with 1% you can get like 2% easily. But for that you just like need to read the candles actually, like the way I just like secure my money here, here, here. See this one, by just reading the candles. So if someone just like can't read the candles, this is the first loss they just like took, this is the second loss they just like took, this is the third loss they have just like took. So now there's just like into a drawdown, might be 4 5%, 3%, 2%. So they just like need to end the like end the day actually. But as I just like start reading the candle, I didn't lose anything. So it's mean when there's a great or clean opportunity appear on the chart, I can easily can give my trade a chance there, because I didn't lose anything today. Looks like it's going up, rejection from the bottom, nothing going to be happen till right now, until we just like got a candle which is like going to be break or close above this resistance area, or or break above this all rejection on the left hand side. Rather than that, there's like nothing. It's just like moving like a snail. Look at this one, it's just like printing chart like a barcode right now. See this one. So patience actually is the name of the game actually. The trick is patience. Okay, so can you check US 30? US 30? I don't have you. Let me see. So looks like it's okay. So I lost my funded account. My real account is up. Where it is? It's just like gone. Okay. I lost my funded account. My real account is up almost 2K. Can I go for funded account again, or should I give time? Any advice for me? You know what? This is like a very important question, or I'm just like gonna give a very important answer about it. You know what? Some people just like can't, like, funded accounts are not for them. They just like trade more better with the real capital, and some people just like can't fight with the real capital. They just like more good, like a better trader on a funded account. So you just like need to understand your personality first, what you are actually, what feel you more comfortable, like can you just like drive yourself in this forex industry by putting some pressure on yourself, like the rules which is just like going to be get into a pro form account. If you can handle it, then definitely should go with a pro form account. But if you're just like feeling more relaxed on the real capital, and you just like continuously making money on that one, and you feel more comfortable with the real capital, then just like stick with the real capital. Like you are almost like 2K on your real capital. But for funded account, you just like need to pass phase 1 or phase 2, then 14 days continuously to make some money, and then you can go for the withdraw. So it's a proper process. So you just like need to ask yourself what kind of personality you are having. Like, are you getting involved into emotions while you just like trading on a pro firm, or you just like getting emotional while you just like taking trade on your real account? So at the end, to be honest, I would say go. If you don't have a money with you, just like go with a pro firm account and try to build your real capital with that pro firm account, and then just practice your psychology on the real account. Because on a real account, this is the most beautiful thing about the real account. If you lose like 5% a day, you just like not gonna lose your account. Still, you will going to be have like 95% with you. But if you're just like going to be lose like a 10% even on your real capital, still 90% will remain with you. But on a pro firm, I would say if you just like lose 5%, or if you just like gonna lose 10%, your account will be gone. So it's a good opportunity for the people who just like don't have money with them. It's definitely, then you just like need to get grip on your skill, and you can easily make money there. In our days, like when I was just like in this journey, when I start my journey with this forex industry, there was just like not these kind of options I was just like having that time. But still, I would say real and funded both are incredible. It's just like all depending on your personality and the perspective, how you just like looking at those. It also makes sense why to put like your complete money on a stake. Why not to go and pay someone just like a $500, like a $300, and then just start trading there. Because if you just like gonna lose, you maximum gonna lose $500 or $300. You're not gonna lose more than that. But on a real capital, you can lose a whole capital there. So it also makes sense if someone is like having that kind of personality. So pro firm definitely makes sense. And for that, if you just like wanted to go for a buy of 100K or 200K or a 50K, just like go through my link and use code QS20. You're going to get 20% off on Dominion funding all challenges. Marketing time. Let me see. Just like getting bored now. So on my YouTube and on my Instagram, you're just like going to be get all the links where you can get discounts on all the products like on Magic Keys, 25% off, MT5 Simulator, 50% off, Dominion Funding, 20% off, or what I'm having. Yeah, Market Fit University, 15% off, and Market Edge AI, 20% off. Wow. Sale, sale, sale. It's a winter sale going on. So I passed two-step challenge last month and start trading with a master account this month, but gold is too much volatile, so I only fix my lot size 0.01 to 0.05. Perfect idea. Perfect plan. Very nice. Do you have any tips on backtesting? How often do you backtest and what backtest software are you using currently? Just like go with MT5 Simulator, you just like gonna get the link in the description of this stream. So MT5 simulator makes sense, and just like I would say spend 2 hours maximum a day, and just like do twice a week, just like do it twice a week and spend just like maximum 2 hours on a simulator, because in a 2 hours I think so you can easily can do a one week simulation there. So assalamu alaikum, walaikum salam. Is any chances that market comes at normal as it like before? Look at the name of your gold, the Ashik. You look at your name, gold, the Ashik, and asking me that. गोल्ड दे आशिक, यार हम जो उनसे है ना वो रिटेल ट्रेडर, आप भी और मैं भी, सो कोई भी नहीं ये जज कर सकता कि ये नॉर्मलाइज हो जाएगी कि ये आने वाले फ्यूचर में ऐसे ही चलेगी. No one can judge that. It will just like come back to into normal condition, or it's a normal condition right now. So I will take it as a normal condition right now, how it's just like printing right now. Like I already just like accept it as a normal condition. All I just like need to do, just like need to load the load size. Things will react, the structure will react in the same way, risk management will be in the same way. That's it. Gas Friday, yeah, it's Gas Friday discounted. So let me see, someone just like asking me for US 30. I can't see here, like why just like not showing me that. Where the hell is this guy? Why just like not showing me like the symbols of the currency actually here? I don't know why. I don't know why just like not showing me the, it's just like a market watch I'm having here. Market watch. Now should be show me details here. But just like not showing me, just like showing me this beat bar, beat low, something the spreads on gold actually only. Gold and these all things. I think I just like need to move it here further. Here we go, symbol. US 30. US 30. What is this? What is the symbol of US 30? Kareem Abu Shakra. Dow Jones. I don't know what is the sign here of US 30, bro. I really don't know. Can someone tell me? Symbol US 30. I can't see US 30 here. US. Okay. US can. USD. JPY. US. Yeah, just like need to tell me the. I can't see US 30 here. Wall Street 30 cash? No, it's not even showing me with the Wall Street. DJ 30. DJ. I think so. This one US 30 index. Yeah, I think this one. All right. Let me just like let me just like put my templates on it. Okay. So, oh wow, man, look at this one. It's just like doing consolidation from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It's been like a 1 month is just like almost doing consolidation here. So I don't think so. Nothing makes sense to try to fight with this area. I don't even know how to calculate pips in this area, but let's get started with the daily time frame. Support, resistance, H4, make it simple. This is the resistance here, and this is the support. I think so we're going to be get here. Let me zoom in. Let me bring it in the middle of the chart. All right, so H4 just like having a support, having a resistance. H1 just like having a resistance here. This is a support you are having. M30, M30 again in the same way. Like look at this candle just like rejected with a long rejection wick. This is the resistance and this is the support you are having on the left hand side, and this is the support you are having here. So even it's just like going to break below this low. Is it like a 30 pip range? Is it counted as a 30 pips? Is it 30 pips or a 300 pips? What is this? Anyone? I didn't ever trade like, is it 300 pips? Oh, if it's a 300 pips, then just like need to look at the 50-minute time frame. So I think so on a 50-minute time frame, then it's mean is having like a 275 pip range. Am I right? So I'm just like taking this one, and sells actually it could be risky. You know what? Sells could be risky. Lot of rejection, no clean traffic. How many times just like rejecting from this area? But depends on the broker contract policy. I don't know anything about it. If it's a 300 pip range, then this makes sense. If it's like a 30 pip range, then I think so this makes sense to wait for the candle to close above this current resistance area of a 30-minute breaking above this high. You just like gonna face this clean traffic on the left hand side. Sells only makes sense if a candle just like going to be closed below this support, then you're going to be face clean traffic on the left hand side. So sells make sense if a candle close below this support area, or buys make sense if a candle close above this resistance area. That's it. That's it. If it's a 300 pip range, then I just like need to flip from 30-minute to 50-minute, and then I will see still sells only make sense below this area, and buys if a candle just like going to be close above this resistance area, and then makes sense to fill this range. That makes sense. So yeah, simple. And your study actually just like running right now, or just like open with, or just like show some volume with the NYSE volume, like when the New York stock market is like going to be open. Okay. So yeah, last time you suggested him to change his this funny name. Whom I just like suggested that. Okay, when to close 50% of our position in impulse entry and dynamic risk, it should in a dynamic risk the candle should not be rotates more than 50% of the previous candle. You should need to start managing the risk there. And for the 50%, if market just like went in your favor, like I would say these days, if it just like an went in your favor like 50 60 pips, then come back to your entry point, I would say close 50%. And as it's just like going to be closer, so on low, it's all totally dependent on the structure you are going to be faced there actually. You cannot dictate it with one structure. Different structure having different risk managements with them actually, to be honest. So yeah, it's true. It's a 300 pip range. Okay, if it's a 300 pip range, then just like stick with a 50-minute time frame. Okay, so only solution is to adopt the market. Yeah, definitely. Don't ever think that like that. It's just like going to be normalized. I think so. It's a normal market now. I think so. It's a normal market now. If we just like change its shape again, like get back into the previous conditions, so then I just like need to adopt that one. It will take like 2 3 days or 1 week for me to adopt the conditions, but I will just like gonna adopt that one the way I'm just like adopting this one. Now I'm 100K phase 2 sometimes. Now it's hit my psychology. 100K phase 2 sometime, now it's hit my psychology cause now it creates expectations. I knew that wrong, but it's hits. You know what? This happened with many people. Like they just like pass phase one, and they just like become overconfidence. So overconfidence will always, to be honest, it will always like get you back where you just like started your journey, because you just like not using the senses there. You are just like over motivated. You are just like overconfidential on your trades, and you're not managing the risk, because once you execute it, you used to like used to like watching the profits every day. So now you're not accepting the loss. So second phase I would say is just like more difficult than the first one. Yeah, second phase is just like more difficult than the phase two. So I would recommend to lower the lot size. That's the only solution, and stick with the same plan what you were just like doing on phase one while passing it. Wow, look at this one. Again rejected the long rejection. We close with a small body, and M15 just like printing side by side. Just nothing, man. It's just like doing consolidation right now. So I'm just like gonna wait 15 minutes more here to see if this current candle could give me some opportunity. Rather than that, if I'm just like didn't get anything, so I just like need to end the stream actually. Yeah, just like gonna end the stream. This candle, like, even H4 just like broke above this high, so it should not be react like that. It should be continuously pushing upside. in this kind of scenario, if someone just like wanted to take a buy here above this whole rejection on the left hand side, and he just like get confused at where to place the SL. In this situation, SL should be in the middle of the range, not below the previous candle low. Because if it's just like if a candle is just like having a volume and break above these all rejections on the left hand side, then there's no business of the current candle to come back into the range. If it's just like coming back into the range, you just like need to start managing the risk, because impulse on entries totally connected with the volume in the market. If there's a volume, then impulse entry gonna work out. If there's like no volume, then impulse entry just like not gonna work out. So if there is a volume and it just like broke above this whole rejection, then there's no business of the candle to come back. It should be continuously pushing to the upside. But if it's like start coming back within the range, then you should be cautious about this one and need to start managing the risk. So just like need to wait here a little more and then just like gonna end the stream. I don't think so. Just like gonna get anything during the London session today. Might be Anway will bring something on the table, but till right now I can't see anything. Assalamu alaikum salam. Is it true the bigger the consolidation is, the bigger the consolidation, the bigger the breakout? Yes, exactly. The more any pair, I would say any pair, if it's just like continuously doing consolidation, like the more it will consolidate, there's a higher probability the no, the more bigger breakout is just like gonna give there. Yeah, it's true. Probably will broken consolidation NY session. Nana, actually, you know what? Yes, it's true because you can see that Asian pre-London, London, it's just like continuously not showing volume. So if you just like didn't get volume during pre-London, if you just like didn't get even the London just like open, it's been like 1 hour, just like already have been passed. Still, we just like didn't get even the volume of London, just like should be there. So if you just like didn't get volume during the pre-London or London, it's a complete 4 hour candle. You just like didn't get anything. So don't need to sit on the chart actually. Just like need to close the chart. Don't get be frustrated by continuously watching it. I would say just like close the chart, and there's a probability when the next session will start, then there's a probability the volume could be hit the market. But before that, pre-London and London Open could not show any kind of potential in it. Look at this one, just like a massive price action going on. So yeah, you just like need to come on the another session if you just like if it suits your life schedule. And whenever you just like going for the charts or going for the trading, there should be at least 3 to 4 hours with you, which I would say a free time only for the forex. Then you just like don't need to meet anyone. You just like no need to like attempt any clients. You just like don't need to go anywhere with the family. So it should be like a spare time for your life. Whenever you just like going to be sit on the charts, like 3 4 hours should be spare. So if you just like there should be no any kind of chaos in your mind that you have to be go somewhere, have to do something. Should be relaxed at that moment and then wait for the proper structure with the patients, and then just like execute. So yeah, there's just like nothing. We'll see during the anyway. I'm just like gonna end the stream now. It's been like more than 1.5 hours, and you can see we're just like printing bars candle here. So I'm just like leaving now, heading off. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 2:30 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, till that, be safe, be careful. Don't try to force yourself for the execution, and don't ever try to fight with this consolidation area. Stay away from it. Wait for the candle. Just like keep your thing simple. Broke and close above this resistance, take a buy. Close and below this support area, take a sell. That's it. Just like keep your thing in a simple way. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Till that, be safe, be careful, and God bless you. Take care. Bye bye.